All right. Welcome to another episode of the Fos Podcast. We are broadcasting live from Gorilla Cross Studios. Got my man Quan on the board. And today we have some special guests in the building. 3 special guests. We got to my left, we got Marquise Fos, we got Pootie, we got Nigel. Collectively known as Bold, Brothers Observing Life Daily. Just want to welcome them to the show. They're supposed to be starting their own situation, which is going by the same name, Bold. So what's up, man? How y'all doing, man?
Man, wonderful.
Blessed. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all making it, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
We appreciate you.
Hey, y'all like the real big 3 to me. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all coming through, man. And let me give you a little backstory. We kind of all know each other because we all work at UPS. So that's where we kind of, man, I've been knowing Fobs a little bit. Met Pootie a couple years ago when he went driving, and Nigel a couple years ago. So we all been rocking together. I always peeped them out, what they've been doing, how they kind of bond and kind of, do their thing together. And they always been sharp. So I just wanted to kind of reach out to them and let's put something together. Let's sit down and chop it up. These 2 cats, I used to call them the Splash Brothers because, man, they comic relief. They are straight comic relief at the job. And so Bob's came into the fold, and I noticed how they was building a little bit more together. I said, man, I like what y'all got going on. So when y'all told me about the show, I was just like, oh, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So how did y'all link up, man? Did y'all know each other before starting the UPS or what? Like, how did the story go, man?
Well, they were already they were already locked in super.
Okay.
And one day, I believe Nigel called me. Yeah. He randomly called me one day, and we just on the phone, vibing out. Yeah. Talking, chilling, doing our thing, and that led to like months and months and months and months of just being on the phone. And then I kept saying like, man, we should be recording this stuff. Yeah. We definitely need to do this.
Capture the moments, you know what I mean?
And one day I got back on the phone and Pootie was like, why you keep saying that? I'm like, man, because people making millions of dollars off of exactly what we doing right now. And he was like, well, let's do it. And history.
Yeah. What was that? Was that earlier this year? Was that like kind of this year?
5 months, 6 months ago.
6 months
it was early this year. We was on the phone chopping it up, and everybody kept saying, bruh, y'all 2 need to do something. And we like, man.
Kept saying that.
And we like, if it happened, it happened.
He was saying y'all 2 at first?
Yeah, they was just, because everybody said, man, y'all so funny.
Yeah,
you know how much, man, people will watch y'all if y'all did. I'm like, all right, man, we'll see. And then literally, Bob's link up with us and lock in, and he like, hey, man, I'm not going to keep saying, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Like, we need to go ahead and lock in. He said, we get way too much material off of nothing.
Off nothing. Yeah. It's just when it comes organically. Like, we're not trying. We just like,
at all.
That's what Gary Vee say. He say, don't record, just document.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just document what we doing. And so y'all was already, and then did y'all know each other before UPS? Or
no.
Y'all just
I just knew of.
Yeah, I knew of him from high school. I'm like, I heard of him. I'm like, he ain't funny to me. I'm just like, but I heard of him through other people. Like, we know, friends and stuff like that.
Okay,
like
some of the same people. So y'all fool together.
Man,
y'all fool, man. Where y'all originally from? Where you originally from,
I'm
man?
from Texas.
Okay, what part?
Dallas.
Okay. And how long you been out in Vegas? Like,
too long.
For real,
I'm
majority of your life.
Now. Yeah, I'm from Vegas now.
Okay, you still got people back that way though?
A whole family.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You ain't a Cowboys fan, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well,
Default. Hey, come on now. Whoa.
Hold on, bro. Stop the show right there.
I'm about to. Hey, come on. Hey, I'm about to crank it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And Pootie, where you originally from? You been born and raised?
Born and raised.
Yeah. What high school you went to?
I went to Cheyenne, Legacy, and Mojave. I graduated from Legacy High School.
So you know people from all three.
Yeah, from all over.
And it's crazy because like when you're in high school, I noticed like you can build a lot of your core fan base from cats that like when you're growing up in high school.
This is the thing though. I didn't live off of my high school popularity.
You didn't?
Because a lot of dudes still try to keep that. Man, I'm
a whole different.
Man, listen. The cats who be going to the parks to play with these kids and acting like they LeBron. Look, bro, you didn't make it. Stop torturing the kids, man. But it's like, I'm authentically myself. I love that.
Yeah, that's true. And what high school you graduated from?
Mojave.
Okay.
That's where I kind of like, people like, I ain't never seen them before. I'm like, I ain't from out here. So people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm the funny guy. I had class clown like 4 years in a row. So that's how for real. I had my popularity.
But it seems like it's just so natural for you.
They be like, why did you play? I'm like, I'm not playing. This is just
it's just who I am.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's nuts, man. His impressions, man, he got some drivers. He do impressions that be spot on.
Best in the world.
He's spot on.
Come on.
Shout out to Mike Smith, Tars, and all. Hey,
I'm gonna
start killing y'all, man.
Start charging.
Killing y'all, man. And Fos, where'd you go to high school at?
I'm from here. I went to Cheyenne.
Cheyenne?
Went to Cheyenne.
Man, Cheyenne got a reputation too, man. There was nothing by any chance. Was y'all there at the same time and just didn't know each other?
2 years apart.
No. 2 years. Okay.
Well, Grandpa not, but me and him 2 years apart.
Not 2 years apart.
And Cheyenne, that was like early years of Cheyenne when they really was like on the come up in Cheyenne. Yeah.
When it was roguish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still is.
They still are. They still got a reputation though.
That's
sad. They still got a reputation, man.
That's crazy.
Desert Shields.
Yeah.
Desert.
Now, how did y'all come up with the concept of the show? I love the idea. Let's see the shirts, man. The shirts.
Check us out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all catching that.
Yeah.
But bold, brothers observing life daily, man. And that can mean a multitude of things. You know what I mean? Just everyday walks. You know what I'm saying? The concept, he really came up with.
We was on the phone and we chopping it up. We like, because he like, hey, I'm not letting it go. I'm like, all right, man, so what we gonna call it? And I'm like, all right, let me meditate about it. Prayed, and I'm like, all right, we'll see. The next day, we on the phone. He's like, hey, did you think of a name? I pull up to deliver to I think it's an old folks home.
Okay.
And on the license plates, it says, be bold. I'm like, bold. And I'm like,
he come up with these slogans
life
so
daily.
fast.
I'm like, man.
But the great,
I say, yeah, that's
he come up
solid.
with
but once he seen it, we kept seeing it like everywhere. I'm like,
everywhere.
Bro, like,
everywhere.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
It gotta be something. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
That's how you know. I like that, man. And like you say, it can speak to so much stuff. You know
Everything.
What I'm saying? You observing it, all the time.
Every day.
It's a nice acronym, man.
Yeah.
Good job, Gary.
Good job, Gary.
This dude.
And then you want to, especially in this space, you want to like have something that's authentic, something that means something. You think about the longevity of a brand. Like, what can I say that's going to really solidify what we're doing? And that's good. And it ain't nothing like catchy, something that'll play out next year, nothing like that. So
it's going to go crazy. And then it's like what we stand for. Mental health is a big thing that a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? If we can offer even just a minute, of time that will allow this person to beat depression or feel better or just to get that off. You'll be surprised talking to people or how much you can get from a conversation, a simple conversation.
Yeah, that is true. And you speaking on mental health, man, you think that's a stigma and like, my fault, and like as far as with men or in the black community, I think that's a stigma. Mental health.
Of course, for sure.
Not to put race on anything, but us as black men, it's like if we cry, we soft. Or
you soft, right?
If we don't talk about something, then why you holding it in? Why you like, oh, I'm cool? And then you put that on the back burner for so long, and then you snap.
Yeah.
And now you mad at your kids, you mad at your wife, and then you bringing work home, or you bringing your situation to work. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like, when I come to work, I tell y'all a joke. I try to make somebody laugh. I might brighten up their day. Be like, man, I'm going through that at the crib. My wife cripping, or I said my money long. I give you that 5 minutes of laughter. Like, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
So,
what are your thoughts on that, man? Like, I mean, you brought it up, but like the weight of that mental health.
Yeah, that mental health is different because I think I battled depression in 2022. It was crazy. Right before I locked in with him, and I was like, I wouldn't got me a puppy, a dog, because my babies was keeping me going, and then God was showing me my purpose, and then it was like I needed something else, and then eventually He was like, "You're gonna get through it," and I just kept praying. I kept the same mentality, and eventually I got to where I was supposed to be, and now my brain is like crazy now.
It's a lot better to be back.
A lot better for sure.
Did you know what you was like? When you was in it, did you know what it was? Did you
It was just it's me not having that outlet.
Yeah.
And that's that's the main thing that Bold is for. We're gonna give that outlet. Like literally, we'll start off each podcast with a percentage.
Okay.
If you can, what would you give me your percentage right now on life? Like out of 100%, what would you give me?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then you give that breakdown, and then you tell us why would you give us that number. So it's big.
That's good. And what are your thoughts on like the mental health aspect?
Man, it's just huge, because like men in general. We don't get hurt enough. You know what I mean? And we don't get hurt enough, and that turns into we don't speak out. We don't confide in people, and that's exactly what I can do with them.
They like their brothers, man.
Man, really. Like I can say I love each and like both of these guys. Really mean it from here. You know what I mean? So like. These guys then got me out of my shell. You know, I'm I'm a bubble guy. Like I stay into your own. I stay into my own little lane with the wife and the kids, and they open up my shell for the better. For sure.
I get that with y'all too, man. It was just like automatic chemistry, clicked.
Man.
Man.
Like,
it was automatic chemistry,
natural.
It was. That's how you know. Yeah, y'all didn't force it or nothing, man. But I think that's so serious too, man. That what's up with the bottom?
3 8s on there. 888. Come on,
come on.
It's just little stuff like that, man.
It ain't no coincidence. What's the odds of that?
We be tapped in.
Hey,
listen, I'm telling you. I tell them consistently, man, that man upstairs always speak to you.
Always speak.
It'd be crazy.
You just got to catch the clues.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you just got to catch the
clues. But now, I think once you get to that point, it's effortless. Like, you'll just be doing something and then boom, hey, look, this is what I need you to do. I'm like, all right, cool.
Kind of sprinkling on. And I like what you said earlier, man. Like, no matter what I'm going through, if I can come to work, like, you feel better by making somebody else feel better. And it might help my situation and their situation.
That's my calling. I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Man, they like, you play too much. I don't play enough.
That's really his calling, though. I promise.
It is. And you gotta like notice what am I naturally gifted for? You know what I mean? What is my gift? Like, maybe it's to make people feel better. People going through so much, man. You know,
I feel like a Care Bear or something.
Yeah. I mean, like you gotta recognize it, man. Like, because I'm telling you, like, you know, the job we work is super stressful. You know what I mean? And you come in there, you gotta have something. You gotta have something else on your mind to deal with that, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you go crazy, man.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? You know, some cats come in there, they just straight. You know what I mean? Like, you got to bring your own happiness in it. You can't come in there looking for it.
You got to.
You know what I mean? You ain't going to find it, man.
And there's so many phases through our job. I done had so many ups and downs.
Man.
Like, man, listen, I done been to work and had to be outside praying for 30 minutes before I even go into the building.
Man. Hey, you probably want to quit every day, man. You know what I mean? Like, you go through so many emotions in that job, dude.
Man,
in like the course of a day.
One day.
So many emotions, man.
We eat breakfast there, lunch, and dinner.
I said, come on, man. Like, I said, we can't eat 3 meals on the job. Man. What we doing,
man? Come on, baby. Crazy. That's crazy.
What we doing here, man? Speaking of that, man, what is, like, we'll go with you, Nigel, first. What is some of the biggest lessons or lesson you learned working at UPS so far? Because, like we said out in the parking lot, it ain't for everybody, man. So what are some of the biggest lessons out of lesson you learned so far?
Lessons is...
And I know it's ongoing.
It's like ongoing, but... Don't put everybody in your business.
Yeah.
That's number one. I mean, I can't say it better than that.
Yeah, straight up.
If you're going to do something, you got to have like your
core cats.
Like your core, or like you could just keep it to yourself. But like my mans would be like them. I know it's something wrong with him. You know it's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
It just, we don't even... Saw you this morning.
You know when somebody's off.
I saw you this morning. I'm cool. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's always him. I'm cool. No, you're not.
You know, you can tell is the energy when you first greet them. I mean, like it ain't.
Oh man, they be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
It's like body language.
It's like I met him first. Yeah, but me and him, it's like a different bond. Like me and him, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
he gonna say something to me. It'd be more so like a brother, like, hey, cool. He,
you know,
giving daddy vibe. I'm like, all right, chill out, bro. Chill out.
Every time.
You too little. Chill out. Hey, but I respect it because we push each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, because what they say,
you just don't put me up.
90% of what you saying ain't coming out your mouth.
It's not.
So it's the non-verbal signs.
Non-verbal, it's the body language.
Yeah, it's the other stuff that's coming out, man. So what about you, man? What you think on that?
The biggest lesson I've learned from our job is don't take work home.
Yeah,
because
don't take it home. Yeah.
You'll miss those, and he's one of the biggest reasons why I pay attention to that.
Okay,
because he will have a horrible day, and he'll go home to them babies, and you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know. I'm like,
even make it home.
Man, right.
He'll walk out that door in that car right there.
Yeah,
Daddy.
It's all love.
It's
all love. Yeah,
but then it's just like tomorrow we gotta do it again.
Do it again. Yeah, but I'm gonna charge each day to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like day by day. You know what I mean? To me, when you cross that security gate, everything stay right there.
Oh yeah,
it has to.
Man,
as soon as you cross that gate, I'm out.
Once I take the F5 out that belt.
Yeah. They can have it. They can have it. Dog. It ain't worth bringing that home to like your loved ones. Like, why am I bringing that home to them? Yeah, they don't deserve it. Fair. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it, man. You know, be like, I don't want no more green beans. I just asked you want some more green beans, Marcus. And what about you, man? You've been there a little bit longer, so I mean, I'm sure you got some more to expound on.
Man, honestly, my number one would be what bro said. You can't take it home. Honestly, you can't take it home. They don't deserve what UPS put you through. You know what I mean? But on another note, you can take it home, but my biggest thing I've learned is you have to work towards your own goal.
Yes. Yeah,
you have to, and that's daily. Please do not give up on y'all goals. It's important. You got to work. I mean, it's life. You got to work towards something. So that's what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, we working towards our personal goals every single day.
Having a goal outside of just the paycheck.
Outside of the paycheck.
I think, to me, that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you get used to the money. But, like, if I'm grinding towards something, I'm always driven by that. You know what I'm saying? I can get through the day because I know what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So it's a lot, man. It's so many lessons I didn't learn, man. I think it really it shapes you and molds you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Working at UPS. I mean, like, it does so much for you on so many different levels. You know what I mean? So many different levels, man. So that's good. And then, like you said, it's ongoing. Every day it's something different. Every day. Every day. You got to have a certain level of mental fortitude to even deal with that stuff, man.
And that's why mental health is big, because people understand, like, people say, "Oh, I'm not depressed." When people say that, that means that you're depressed. When you like in denial of it.
In denial.
You be like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
No, and what he's saying is like, you won't know. He can say, like, you can ask me, like, "Hey, Fos, are you depressed?" And I'll be like, "No."
You're not gonna say it.
But you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Because you don't know what it looks like. Nobody looks. You don't know what it looks or feels like. It's different for you, me, him. It's different.
It's different.
Because you're gonna be going through different type of things.
Yeah, different stuff.
So, like, it's big. Like, we want to touch on a lot of topics, but the main thing is men's mental health. Just having an outlet, somebody to listen to. We want, like, when we go to work, I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, all day. Yeah.
I want to be able to, like, when somebody's having a rough morning, man, let me turn this bold on real quick. Let me turn bold on and listen to this guy.
People, let me see what they talking about today. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I went through something like that too. Oh, I'm not the only one going through that. You know what I mean?
That just happened to me the other day.
I think a lot of people go through stuff similar, and we just don't know. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, a lot of people go through stuff.
And that's the reason why we're trying to create that outlet, because a lot of people will keep it in, because, like, they, like, think about all the times you go somewhere and they mess up, like, an order or something when you go out to eat. They automatically apologize, but they don't actually fix that situation. Yeah. So it's like, why should I even tell you then?
Yeah.
So now that's what I'm saying. Even if we went in like deeper, it's like, have them reach out, send it in to us. It could be anonymous.
Yeah.
You can send it in, like, hey, I'm dealing with this. How should I deal with that, or how should I go about that, and really give them insight. Bob's might have went through it. He might have went through it.
Somebody got some experience that can speak to something. You know what I mean? And then helping somebody navigate through that. Somebody that went through it.
And
you know what I mean?
Sometimes, like me, I'm a good listener. Sometimes you might, like, you call me, I tell them all the time, just call me, I'll shut up.
Just listen.
I'll shut up.
I think that's why we got two ears and one mouth. You know what I mean? To listen. You know what I mean? To listen. Yeah, to listen.
Hey, but no, see, just like with this, you've already been doing a podcast, and it was like, that was a oop, man. Listen, we're very grateful for you.
Man, we appreciate you so much.
We kept like, oh man, should we do it like this? Should we do it like that? And then you came over there and was talking to us. She was like, hey, you know what, man? Come on the show. And I'm like, oh, that
was recording on the couch, y'all.
On the
couch.
That was really like a blessing, like a big alley-oop.
It just made sense. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go and kind of give us a preview of what y'all show gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like, I want to chop it up and talk to y'all anyway. So it just made more sense, man. It just made sense, man. And so what else can we expect, man, on y'all show? Of course, y'all gonna focus on the mental health, and like what else kind of topics you think y'all want to cover, man? Like, and I know they'll just come up in the course of life. You know what I mean?
Stuff will definitely just come up, but everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we gonna touch on.
We all got 4 kids.
Four kids. Y'all all got 4 kids collectively.
4.
What's the odds in that?
Like Wendy's, you already know. Hello.
Oh man, that is crazy.
So it's just A bunch of different things.
That's good. But like, it's probably endless amount of content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you ain't got to really try to search and think of something, like it's just everyday life.
And it's natural. Yeah, it's always natural.
And then that's the thing too. We're trying to make this like the bread and butter.
Yeah, the bread and butter.
Not even play no games with it. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Wallow said he make $80K for what?
An hour.
How stupid is that?
Man,
how stupid is that, man?
Yeah.
And that's factored in, but it still is.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Still, even if you take whatever the expenses is off top, it's still nice. Whatever still nice. Is. But that's getting sponsorships, getting everything, the viewers growing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, where else can you get it? I bet he would have never. Wallow did prison time and everything. I bet
like 20 years.
He never would have thought he could get out and make a bag like
that.
That's crazy. And like I said, this is the new media, man.
Oh yeah,
new media, man.
And that's what I'm saying. You think about that, like how he said, when drivers, I'm going through a bad day, man. Let me put this on.
I got something for you,
man. You in the game because you might not even know it, but it's probably people that tune into you every week because of the message that you're giving, and you might not even know that you might be touching on their life.
Right? That's true.
That'd be dope. That'd be what a lot of people need.
You never know, man. They need that, especially we out there on the road all the time. All I got is time. Like I listen to audio books. All I got is time. They say this book is 8 hours. Oh, okay, bet. You know what I mean? Like we got nothing but time. You know, we nothing but time out there, man. How is segueing into father? You say, y'all got 4 kids. Okay, that's weird. All four. Y'all got a 12-piece then, right?
Man,
okay,
come on now.
Okay,
and they all brothers and sisters.
Yeah, they all. Yeah. And so we're gonna go this way. We start with you, man. How has fatherhood changed you, man? And I know you real big on family, man. Like if FOE was a person, family over everything, it would be a picture of you, dog.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But man, it's everything. You know what I mean? Like shout out to my mom because she raised a hell of a son. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't always in the picture. And never faulted him. My mom never talked bad about my dad.
That's hard to believe, man, because like whoever raised you, man, they did a good job.
My mom, I don't fault him because it is what it is. He couldn't handle what came with this. So like, he was gone. But for me, I see it as an opportunity every day. You know what I mean?
I think so. And then I think like you try to be a better father than your father was.
Yeah.
And like whatever our fathers did, like mine was in my life, fortunately, but you got to give your father some grace, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even each other grace. Like, because you don't know, like, I had my son when I was 19 years old, right? He's 33 now. I had no business having a son at 19, dude.
Yeah.
No business, right? And so the mistakes I made in my 20s, like a kid, once they get old and y'all have a real conversation with them, you can't hold that against me when I was I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to give, fathers grace, man. And so, you said it changed you, man. It's everything.
It's everything. Man. Like they my purpose. They my everything. You know, like when I'm raising my kids, sometimes I break down in tears because it's like you didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like every little aspect of everything. Then my son just started walking before his first birthday. That was incredible. I got a 7-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he talks to me now. You know what I mean? He can tell me how his day was exactly. What didn't go the way he planned it, or how he's actually feeling about what went on
that's
that
huge,
day.
Man.
And
that's
like
huge.
The fact that like my dad didn't want to be around for that. That's a little disappointing, but man, I'm super happy every single day. It's a joy, man. I just love everything about fatherhood.
And what do you have? Like boy, girl, like the ratio?
I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
1 girl, okay.
One's enough.
Okay, yeah, and it is, yeah. Pootie, man, how has fatherhood changed you, man? And what is your ratio?
I got 3 girls and 1 boy.
Ooh, man. Man, them girls, boy.
Man. But I mean, my daughters definitely made me grow up.
Okay, yeah.
And it's crazy because my mom, for sure, she's dope.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to her. She dope.
Shout out to
Charlotte,
Lisa, right?
Yep.
Charlotte. Shout out to Bird.
That's mama's.
Okay,
He cried.
Yeah, man. But my mom, my aunts also, Desiree, Anita. I had a lot of great women also.
The women somehow they always around.
Man, they nurture. Yeah, they nurture, man. Yeah. And then I have some great father figures also though. Like no cap, I have my stepdad, the first one that passed away, he was really good, and then P-Wall.
Shout out to P Weezy.
Yeah.
Shout out to P Weezy.
P-Wall is
keep him
different,
pig
man.
Feet, though. Keep him pig feet, okay?
James Wiggins.
Nah, but yeah, man, that dude, he definitely put that like that. He set that bar high because he showed me like stepkids. That step word don't even exist.
It don't even exist.
Yeah, man, that dude love you unconditionally. Yeah, and then my pop's dope too, though. Yeah, shout out to Big Gary.
It's so many.
Big Gary. From what I understand, Big Gary wasn't no joke. He did his thing.
That was Pops is you know,
he did his thing, man.
He gave me exactly what he knew how to give me. So I don't.
That's all you gotta accept.
That's why I said
you gotta accept the game how it is, dog. So did you take a page from everybody's playbook and kind of apply it to your fatherhood?
Yeah, and it allowed me to love my babies unconditionally, and then go that extra mile. Yeah, because a lot of times we get caught up and be like, "Oh man, I'm living my life," but you got to realize that you also living theirs.
They're like
right now. You got them up until, honestly, I think until like.
Dude, let's be honest. It's for life.
21. Yeah, it's for life,
dog. You be 90 years old and that's still my mama.
But because you got to think about it. 18, 21, marriage, being a parent, they're going to come to you for all of that.
Yeah, you will never stop being a parent. I don't care how old they get.
The biggest thing that showed me I was doing what I was supposed to is I sat down one day and I was asking my kids, like, hey, how do y'all feel about me as a dad? Like, you know, this and that. And my son's reaction was the best. He was like, yeah, Dad. He said, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I'm going to be a great father. He said, I'm going to get a job at UPS. I was like, nah, you don't work for UPS. I said, you can't do UPS.
Nah, that's right.
And he was like, when he explained it to me, he was like, but Dad, you take care of us. You pay the bills. And then, like, we can go out places and all that stuff. And I'm like, he said, if I can do all of that with UPS, then I want to work there. And I was like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm like, all right, I get it, man. But he can't work that though.
Hey, just think what it'll be then. You know what I'm saying? An 8-hour day be 300 stops in. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But see, that's why like kids, like that's just like the animal kingdom, right? They model what they see.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, like like animals don't talk.
Mimic for sure.
Yeah, all they do is go by what they see. So that's what he sees. Oh, the UPS man, I can do this. I can go out to eat every Friday. So that's what he sees. You know what I mean? But that's good though, man. That's good, man. Nigel, what about you, man? What's your ratio?
4 of them things.
Like boy, girl, with like what?
1 boy, 3 girls.
Oh man,
big
y'all both got the 3 girls.
What? Big age. I got a 2-year-old. Come on, man.
2-year-old.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You know them girls, they gonna go on. You know the girls the one reproduce.
See, I'm great. They gonna go on. I'm great.
Yeah, I already see. Man.
Irritate me.
I already see. Now, how's it changed you, man?
Man, like I say, back in the day, you know, let's move backwards. Yeah. Like back, cause my pops and my mom, there's a big age difference.
It is. Okay.
My dad was like, I don't want to. Hey, we on air, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
My dad was like 28. She was like 13, 14.
Okay.
I'm from the country though, so it's like
country. That wasn't nothing.
That's insane to say that now.
He
was like, oh my God, back in the day, that's normal.
That wasn't nothing.
You can have 20 kids, and people still gonna mess with you.
But that wasn't nothing then.
It's just like pops was there, but he was more so of a friend. Like he wasn't more like I'm gonna beat you or I'm gonna whoop on you. It's more so like you gonna see.
Something like
when he say that, it's like what does that mean? You gonna see? And now I get older, I'm like, that's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a learning process every day because my kids are older. My son just started high school. Like,
did he?
Yeah, I got a freshman. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
But them kids, man, they changed me a lot though. I just learned from them basically. I do my part, but it'd be like I don't want to be too hard, but like how do I come at them a certain way? And then you got all this social media stuff now. You got to watch what you say to them. You got to watch how you.
They're in a different era.
Yeah, so it's like. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job, man. Honestly,
though, and I think it's like my dad said, man. He passed away 3 years ago, man. It's like he said, you just got to do the best you can. There's no playbook for being a parent.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You just got to do the best you can, based
on
where you at that time in your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. All you can do is look back and say, well, I gave it all I had. You know what I mean? But I think the main thing is like you want to do right by your kids because like when you get old and you need somebody to be checking on you, if you ain't sold enough into them, when you need them, they ain't gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get somewhere where somebody got to wipe your butt and feed you, if you ain't did right, they don't want to mess with you.
Yeah,
you wasn't there for me when I was a kid. Like the roles reversed. You know how we grow up,
raise them
we
to
wipe
raise
their
you.
butts and feed them.
Yeah.
Then the roles reversed. They doing that for us. You know what I mean? So if you don't do right by them and sow enough into them, they gonna be like, well, he wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
Why should I check for him?
So basically, you become a burden to them. Like, oh my God, now I gotta move him
could,
in the house.
You know what I'm saying? It could. They gotta look out for you. Like they got a house where they got a room for you in the back. That's a good look. But I did it right by them and put them in a situation where they can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So them kids matter, man, and it's legacy.
It's
You know what I'm saying? It's
but then
legacy,
again,
man.
though, not to get off topic or whatever, but it's like you can be with somebody like husband or wife or whatever, and they might not like you being there, and that'll dictate how strong is your love for your parents.
They might not like you being around like the
so
kids.
It'd be like more
staying.
No, not even that. It'd be more so like, just like for instance, for me, if I got a shorty or whatever, and like we old or whatever, and my mom needs to come stay with us, she be like,
"Oh, I see.
Your mama not staying here. Yeah, you're not staying here.
Yeah, right. But then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
but it's gonna happen one way or another for either for you or your wife. Somebody gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
But like, who do you choose though? Your wife or your parent?
That's tough.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Come on.
Shout out to my wife watching this. Listen.
Yeah, shout out to India, man. India holds it down, dog.
Come on.
Yeah, India holds it down. I give it to you on that, man.
Yeah,
for real, man. Yeah, so yeah, that parenting is something else, man. You know, it's definitely something else. What do y'all say about the decades and seasons of a man's life? You know, I look at all the decades as like, of course, your teens, you don't really know what you're doing, but like your 20s and your 30s, y'all still in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
What would you speak to, you know, about the decades of your life? We'll go with you first, Puda.
I separate it. You got the child you, teenage you, and then the adult you.
Okay.
That child you is gonna defend whatever he feels that anybody that's playing with him. Yeah. That teenage you is the sensitive one, going through everything like, oh, this is really about to kick on. And then that adult you is like, hey, we got this, man. Listen. Of course you don't understand everything right now, but we good.
It's like three people in you.
Yeah.
Like,
literally,
I never heard that's
you
a
never understand it until you get, once you get like to that age, like, cause a lot of stuff I didn't understand when I was younger, but now it's like everything that these people used to tell you, like when you were a kid and all that knowledge
and you had so
crazy.
much,
and you
man.
understand. And then it all started making sense. I'm like, dang, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So
like, you don't think fat meat's greasy? No, I do think it's greasy. Please, I do. Yeah. Put the belt away. I do think it's greasy.
For real.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy, man. What would you say about that, Nigel? The decades and seasons of a man's life, man. Like from your 20s, 30s. You know what I mean? Like
I say, my pops wasn't around. My mom. Shout out to my mama Mary. She did her best. You know what I'm saying? But it's like. You want to grow up so fast.
Yeah.
So by the time you turn 30, you're like, why are you still childish?
Yeah.
Your body's still old, but your mental is like,
you haven't caught
17,
up to you. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's like hard. It's kind of hard. Not hard to explain it, but it's like you say, you go through the kid phase, but it'd be more so like. I think you really grew up when you like 50.
Yep, you do.
50 is like the gap.
Yeah, I just turned 53
so
last
like
Monday. Like, damn, you like, and I didn't see more from 50 to 53 than all my other years.
But it'd be more so like, even in your 30s, like you still have that. You still want to go out and have a good time, but your body won't. You be like, man, I'm tired at 8 o'clock.
I can't do it.
You know what I'm
more.
saying?
Right,
so it's like, it just, times have changed, but I think that 50, for me, that's my perspective, in my opinion. 50 years old is when you finally like figure it out.
Yeah, I think
when you figure it out.
Right. Yeah. And when you hit it, you gonna see like that.
And you gonna feel it.
That's
you gonna feel it. Like 9 o'clock it's like 3 in the morning.
That's late.
Like I'm done. 9:30, dude. I'm in bed. Dog. I'm done.
Lights off.
I'm done, man.
Now.
I'm done.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. What would you say, Marquise, about the decades and seasons?
I don't know, and this is why we work out so good, because everything is never the same.
Nah.
It's never. You got perspective.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? You got
my perspective on me being a kid, a preteen, a teenager, and now adult, then now a father and a husband. Yeah. It's so different because I didn't grow up in like the best stuff. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in some bad stuff, like moving a lot, and stuff like that. But through that for sure. But through all of that, I was sheltered from it. My sisters and my older siblings grew up for me. Okay. They went and got jobs at, they went and got jobs at 15, 14, 16, and anything that I needed, wanted, they were like the dad. Yeah, that was my mom did what she was doing, and my older sisters, you know what I'm saying, they took care of business for me. Yeah. So they allowed me to grow up and be a kid, be a teenager.
That's the biggest thing.
They shelter me from a lot of things, and I tell them all the time, like, I did grow up in bad situations, but a lot of it I was protected because, in a sense, they babied me through it. So I didn't have to go through the hardships of what everybody else around me was going through. You know what I mean? So shout out to my sisters. Love them for sure.
And sometimes, man, you can like just from a conversation or what they're going through, you can extract the lesson without the hardship.
Yeah.
Like they paid the price for it, but I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? I seen what they went through. So I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for taking that for me. You know what I mean? So that's real, man. But I think each decade, man, brings something different. Even me, like I'm in my 5th decade. You know what I'm saying? I think like from like 20 to 30, you kind of messing up.
Oh, yeah.
30 to 40, you trying to straighten up. Like 50, like, okay.
Yeah, you should have it all.
Let me park this thing right. You know what I mean?
So, like, sit down somewhere.
Man,
sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? So them decades are like crucial, man. You know, like I said, any birthday with a 0 on it is big, man. It's only once every 10 years. So, you know, the sooner you figure it out, like, hey, I can't be doing that.
That's tough right there. That was tough. Hey, that was tough. Don't be here talking like that. That was tough, baby. Come on now.
Eric?
Crazy, man. Okay, man, we got one last talking point, man, and I want y'all perspective on it. And it says, and I got this was off of Instagram, Men Without Limits. And it says, men mature through pain, failure, rejection, loss, disrespect, and heartbreak, not age.
That's tough.
But it's definitely true.
What do y'all think about that? Let me read that again.
Yeah.
It says, men mature through pain, failure, rejection, loss, disrespect, and heartbreak, not necessarily age. What do you say about that, man?
Yeah, no, it's true. Because the older you get, I think the most traumatic thing that happened to me was losing my brother.
Yeah. That's loss.
That's loss. Yeah. And that's why I said it was like when it first happened, oh man, I was confused and I hated everything. But as I got older, you realize it's the circle of life. It's nothing you can do.
It's a circle of life.
All of us got a time stamp.
Right.
Yeah, all of us got it. Right. So it's like, it ain't with age. It's definitely, you keep going through everything and eventually you're like, okay, I know how to deal with that this time. I went through it, so I know how to deal with it this time.
Yeah. Because the age is just a chronological, but what you go through is like a different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
because you're going to turn another age regardless.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. That ain't going to stop. That ain't going to stop life.
We definitely,
life,
through everything we go through a lot. Because me, growing up, I was a firecracker. Like literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a firecracker.
I was a firecracker. Like, everything upset me because I didn't understand nothing.
You didn't understand it right,
Everything, anything small, I argue with everybody. You know
Take off on them,
You get what I'm saying? I argue with everybody and stuff like that.
You got a cold argument game, because I see how you be going in there in the office, man.
Hey, Fos, not even that.
But you so calm with it. So you trying to tell me 160 stops, like, and then they turn their whole thing around. Just the way you present the argument. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Definitely gonna talk it.
I just had to look at this dude like, hey, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
He looking back at me. I'm like, hey,
man, listen.
Yeah, don't do it.
Like, bro, don't he?
About to go there.
So much was said with no words.
Man, listen,
right.
Because I know he come to me and he vent to me that morning, and I'm like, bro, listen,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. It happened. It's already there, and he looking at me, and I see he's receiving. He's like,
okay. Go to that you got to know what to charge to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to charge everything.
When you work up there, you basically got to charge everything to the game.
Right, you do.
It's nothing you don't charge to the game.
Yeah,
that's what's helped me out a lot. You can't take nothing personal.
No, it's never personal.
Man. I say, you know what?
Cool.
Look, see, this
I'm just saying. I mean, you could say that, but sometimes you about to be like, okay, now you really playing. We both grown. Don't do that, bro.
See how I say I used to be the firecracker out the group.
It's him.
He the firecracker.
Because they be like, end of the day, we all grown. We all grown. You might be a little older than me. I'm gonna respect you.
We still grown.
You're not about to play with me.
Right. I don't like getting played.
Can't do it.
That's my
especially like
one.
when you know they playing with you, when they didn't cross the line. You know what I mean? Yeah, when they didn't cross the line.
Don't play with me.
It's a whole different story where that comes.
Oh my goodness,
man! Like, and then that hits on the point of disrespect.
What?
I think if you take you can only take so much disrespect.
Yeah.
But something got to be done. You know what I mean? You try to be calm. You know, like, okay.
Just one time.
And I win a lot of arguments.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I think you lightweight undefeated. I
might have been like 65-0.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Petty
so,
LaBelle.
Yeah, I think so, man. That's nuts, man. So Yeah, anything else, man? Y'all wanna let us know about the show, man? Like when can we expect it? Probably later on this year or something like that?
Man, expect
us
next weekend.
We
about to go crazy now.
Yeah.
We was just waiting.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay.
This was the last affirmation that we needed to be put into play, and you did that for us, man. So we grateful for that.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
other
can be
than
a part of it.
Yeah. We definitely about to start dropping, and we're not gonna stop now.
I hope I can be a part of history and say, yeah, man, I'm in my head.
Hey,
my
listen,
show, man.
Come on now.
Listen,
we prayed about this.
You definitely, you definitely gonna have to come to the show for sure.
Yeah,
man.
That bicycle,
I told
us off. You
can
push.
Listen,
come on now.
We on the phone probably like 2 weeks ago. I'm telling them, y'all probably realize, but y'all don't understand. Like, cause like, we was thinking about all of this, trying to buy, like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember
piece it together.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got to the point where we were like, man, no, we not waiting. I'm like, hey, let's
take too much
what
time.
up?
Let's
do
take
it.
too much time.
But he started thinking logical. He's like, yeah,
we need to just pay somebody.
We pay some. That's our best bet. And that's why I said this setup, man, look,
that's wonderful.
It's crazy. That's the same exact setup we were going for. Man. So that's big. I'm like, dude, that is crazy.
That's fire.
And Quan got it. Quan fire. Gorilla Cross Studios fire, man.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Big shout out.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out,
man. Definitely, man. So, Fos Podcast, the Brothers of Bold, man. We're going to wrap this thing up, man. I really appreciate y'all time. Really appreciate y'all coming through, man. We're going to have to probably chop it up again. You know, we just touch base on stuff, man, because we could talk, man. Like, I just, love what y'all on, man. I love y'all chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like Jordan, Robin, and Pippen. I don't know who's who, but y'all like Jordan, Robin.
I'm not going to say I'm Jordan, but.
Oh, my. Jordan didn't even have hair.
I cut off the
Hey, I love the chemistry,
you want to go to those
man.
commercials and then come back and close it out?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we do have a couple commercials to get through. Let's go with the first one, man. The first one is this is the memory booth. So if you're looking to have a function and you're trying to capture the moment, you want to make it real special, man, hit up the memory booth on Instagram. We can run that right now. Glad you said that, Quan. I forgot. Providing our photo booth services for all celebrations and occasions. It's thememorybooth.com. Let us help you celebrate those special moments, your birthdays, corporate events, family reunions, wedding receptions, and any other thing you might think of that you want to not only live the moment, but master the moment and capture the moment. Thememorybooth.com. Now booking. Okay, next we have White Table LV. If you're looking for a decoration, somebody to decorate any kind of special event, if you're having some at a hotel room or having some at a party, White Table LV on Instagram. They do all the setup for you. Call them, contact them, let them know what your situation is. They can theme it out for you, make it real special for you. So we're going to check this out next.
It's all God, this ain't no yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up.
Contact them, whitetablelv@gmail.com. They got some prices for you, some specials for you. Them are 2 show sponsors today. We are broadcasting live from Gorilla Cross Studio. My man Quan. I'd like to thank my guests again, Nigel Holloway, Pootie, Gary Harris, and my man Marquise Fos, the Brothers of Bold. So Brothers Observing Life Daily. Be on the lookout for their show. Yes. They got something big coming for y'all, a little bit more like what we touched on. They're going to expound a little bit on it. So be on the lookout for them, man. The Fos Podcast. I appreciate y'all, man. We signing off, man. Peace to the next episode.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Bless.